will be explaining how to write quadratic equations using only a vertex and a point. So let's get into our vocabulary. Our h in the equation represents the axis of symmetry and the parabola. The axis of symmetry is the vertex of the parabola's x-point. The k is the vertex points y. So our steps are going to be first to identify the h and k from the vertex, substitute the h and k into vertex form, and then substitute the coordinates of the other point into the equation as x and y. Then solve for a. So let's get into an example problem. So first we have to find our h and k, which is going to be 3. So our h is going to be 3 because our vertex's x point is 3, and our k is going to be 1 because our vertex's y point is 1. So now we need to just write our equation, which is y equals a times x minus 3 squared plus 1. So now this is because our h is 3, which we plugged into the vertex to give us this, and we did the same thing for our y. So now we're just going to plug our points on the graph into our x and y. So our point on the graph, y, is 3, so we're going to plug that into this y. So 3 equals a times 5, which is our x, so we plugged into the equation, minus 3 squared plus 1. Now we're going to simplify that into 3 equals a times 2 squared plus 1. Now we're going to simplify that further into 3 equals a times 4 plus 1. So now we're going to subtract 1 from both sides to give us 2 equals 4a. And now we're going to divide each side by 4 to give us our final a. So that's going to simplify into 1/2 equals a. Now all we have to do is write our final equation, which is going to be y equals 1/2 times x minus our 3 squared plus 5, or plus 1, I'm sorry. And that is our final answer. Let's try another one. So this time our h is going to be -5, and our k is going to be the same. Now we just have to write our equation just like last time. So y equals a times x minus -5 squared plus -5. So now we're going to rewrite that, but simplified. So y equals a times x plus 5, because we multiplied this negative by this negative, which gave us a positive, squared minus 5. So now we're going to plug in our points on the graph. So 10 is going to equal a times 0 plus 5 squared minus 5. Now we just need to simplify this to 10 equals a times 25 squared minus 5. Or 25, just 25, no squared. Now we're going to add 5 to both sides, which is going to give us 15 equals 25a. So now we're going to divide each side by 25, which is going to simplify into 3/5 equals a. So now we're going to finish it by writing our end equation, which is going to be y equals 3/5 times x plus 5 squared minus 5. So now let's try one more, but with a few bigger numbers. So now we're going to do the same thing and find our h and k. So our h is going to be 22, and our k is going to be 115. So now we're going to write our equation, which is going to be y equals a times x minus 22 squared plus 115. Now we are going to plug in our points, which is going to be 20 equals a times -7 minus 22 squared plus 115. Now we're going to subtract 115 from each side, which is going to give us negative 95 equals negative 29 squared. Now we're going to simplify that, which into negative 95 equals a times 841, because 29 squared is 841. And then we're going to divide each side by 841 to isolate our a. And that does not simplify, so our end a is going to be negative 95 over 841 equals a. So now we're going to finish the problem by writing our equation. So y equals negative 95 over 841 times x minus 22 squared plus 115. Thanks for watching.